Hello everybody, it's your boy SCGRANT here, and I'm back with another mainline video, and this time, there's no more waiting around. I have been wanting to talk about this show for so long, ever since its debut back in 2021, and the fact of the matter that it was at the time, most likely during the past 3 years, I was pretty much elsewhere, had to do work, had to do personal matters and all that, but it was time to tackle the show that I was getting bombarded with, because, well, I'm not gonna lie, I really like this show, and I really wanted to get around to talking about it, but I had to get the right timing. Most notably, since this show was made by the people behind the SCGRANT series and made with the Unreal Engine. I mean, it's basically Unreal Engine 5, I believe, because of how everything pretty much looked that way. It's high quality, and the fact that Epic Games was actually kind enough to relinquish Productions this software engine to make this show possible. And this is not the only show that's using this engine. But let's not beat around the bush here. You guys, what my experience with how I got introduced into Murder Drones itself. Well, it actually was last year. Yeah, pretty much last year, where I basically was around celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the gaming channel, that I basically was recommended the show by some friends and colleagues of mine who wanted me to get into indie animation and watch indie shows and all that. I said to myself back then that I could kill some time, and if I had some time to spare, because once again there was a lot of stuff going on, there were videos and stuff. I think at the time I was making videos along with gaming videos, and I did not have a time. I already had a schedule and roadmap back then, but now that pretty much 2024 is nearing its end, we're near the end game, I decided that, okay, if I'm going to do Murder Drones, I want to do it in a way that I want to try to cover it before eventually Spooky Month, as yes, it does have some horror themes to it, and well, I knew this video would eventually pop up in the middle of September 2024. This video, as you see, if you know when this video was posted, it was obviously that I was originally going to have this released during Spooky Month. There were some horror elements to Murder Drones that's in the show itself, but I knew that because of that and other circumstances, such as Ghost of Tsushima's Ink and Island DLC, that eventually I will have no choice but to get Murder Drones out first, since this was the first show that, even though Good Productions, aka the brothers, behind the SCGRANT series we're producing, this is the first show that actually has a creator that isn't the brothers, and actually with someone else on Tumblr. But you know who you are, and the fact is that if I would have gone out of what, then I would basically interrupt something, or most likely basically take time out of it. But I know that the creator did not expect it. Now, a lot of people were expecting a season to get a season 2, but it turns out just recently I got wind that episode 8 was considered the last one, because yes, all 8 episodes are in high quality, but because it ran for 3 years, yes, I did count it, it was 3 years, they had to basically come to a conclusion with the show, because Digital Circus is ongoing, with their creator also stating that their show will most likely not release 8 episodes. I assume I will have and take it with a grain of salt. But there's also a 5th show also in pre-production right now. So yeah, I mean, Murder Drones was the first to be successful, but Digital Circus just took off. It got viral. But once again, Murder Drones was the first time I decided, okay, maybe I should start taking indie animation seriously, because once again, these people who put out stuff like this and use an engine that is one of the most used by most game developers and indie developers nowadays, alongside the Unity engine. Okay, so yeah, episode 1 was definitely the start of, man. Like I said, the whole premise is that Murder Drones are the whole premise of it is that assembly drones are worker drones are essentially on this planet called Copper 9, and as an average fan, I was just in it for the lulz. I was seeing where this is going, because the character Uzi is voiced by I believe Ezzy. I'm not pronouncing it wrong, but I would say it was Ezzy, who also voiced the Charlie from the Passion Hotel pilot, and who's also, I believe, is the voice of Maggie, and even Palmy from the Digital Circus. Oh my god, I'm making Digital Circus references already. She's been everywhere, man. Flock has been everywhere, so it makes sense. In fact, N's voice actor is also the voice of Angel from the pilot, so it looks like Murder Drones took some talent that was from the Hazbin Hotel pilot, because you know that since the Hazbin Hotel season 1 recently came out, they knew that most of the voice actors from the pilot would not reprise the roles, so they ended up basically coming here instead. So like, okay, that's good. But yeah, man, I really had fun with it, especially the dynamic between Uzi and N, and the fact is that I started a angsty teenager robot and basically dealing with an assimilated drone who's literally this goofball. I'm like, it is so lovable, and I just can't stop laughing. But the fact is that the whole premise, the thing behind Murder Jones itself, was this mystery behind why are the disassembly drones taking down the worker drones, and it has something to do with their company, I believe. Like, this company is obviously the fact that humanity was wiped out because of a mistake, and all of a sudden now one of Uzi's main goals is to hunt down humanity and kill them. It's just crazy that by the time I got to halfway, like past done with episode 4, I was like, okay, where is this going? Because I didn't expect these assembly drones to like they take punishment. Like, there are a lot of fight scenes in this show, man. There are a lot of gore and everything. Like, I was taken aback by how much they put into the show. Like, okay, but it was just strange for the whole ordeal. Like, there were backstories of the assembly drones, like N, V, and J, and even in Sin. Yes, if I remember correctly, there were a lot of things that we know how. Hell, even Doll was thought to be an antagonist at one point, but damn, did they kill her off, man. But the main highlight is Tessa. Tessa was human, but if you watched episode 8, you probably can get a guess. Like 7 and 8, yeah. Watch, like, go through the limited series, then get to 7 and 8, then you might unravel what's really been going on. But I don't want to drop any bombshells here. But when I saw it for the first time, I'm like, okay, there is no way, because it was just crazy that these assembly drones can not only sustain that much damage, but they can actually heal with elusive saliva. It's just gross. It's just hilarious. But Uzi and N, like, their dynamic is just weird in the fact that Uzi could be herself as a similar living drone, a hybrid. I'm like, no, her parents were worker drones. Like, how does one? It's like, I thought this one's about horror and comedy, but when it gets lore heavy, I'm like, okay, now it just got weird. It's just all over the place, man, because it's like going from proms to camping trips to pretty much going to the end of the whole world to the entire planet getting blown up. It's just weird, especially the fact is that Uzi is the main protagonist of this whole deal, but Nan is also protagonist too, along with V and many others. Like, everybody in the cast is just, everybody in this show is just bonkers with the whole ordeal. And the fact is that Uzi gets solver powers. Like, she literally, like, if I'm gonna at least do one little spoiler episode, she set herself as a damaged OC. Like, she was overpowered, like all max like, okay, it's like Uzi's stats are maxed out. It's like a video game when you max out all your stats of character, like all upgrades and, you know, moves and everything, and like, okay. But I'm still kind of bummed that episode 8 was considered the last one. It was even confirmed, because once again, this show had high quality and basically kept the fans coming back. But the fact it was confirmed that they're going to move on from Murder Drones, but at least Uzi and are going to be part of the Glitch Tech's little chibi thing that it's got going on the Glitch channel. So at least they're still around, along with Poonie and the upcoming fifth show. But once again, much to my shock, was that one of the things I don't want to discuss in here was the relationship to Uzi. I feel like that is in itself its own video, and I get plenty of YouTubers already cover their relationship along with other cast members. So yeah, that's all I can say for now. But without further ado, I finally got to talk about this show, and I really was hoping forward to more content from Glitch Techs. Anyway, next mainline video will be Digital Circus, because even though that show's ongoing, I want to get into it. So without further ado, thank you for tuning in. This is your boy SCGRANT, and I'm hoping I don't get disassembled. Anyway, see you all in the next one. Take care now.